Welcome to Overlooked Pearls, a show where I test out strange ideas nobody spends their time thinking about. Today's topic, Kled support version patch 14.21. Kled is the only character in League of Legends to have 2 health bars, effectively giving him a second life. Either he remounts mid-combat and kills everyone, or Kled backs off and pokes with his shotgun till he remounts. He doesn't use mana and regains HP each time he remounts, so Kled can stay in lane indefinitely, forcing enemies to risk fighting to the death with him, or back out of lane. Pair that up with his W skill, Violent Tendencies, and Kled can dish out an insane amount of damage. With the new item changes, Kled support in Season 14 is looking pretty good. Currently in this patch, Kled is back to good old PTA. With the changes to Electrocute and the attack speed items, we're going back to a lethality tank hybrid build, so PTA is pretty much our best option currently. We're going to take PTA, press the attack, Triumph to restore some of our HP when we kill someone, and Legend Alacrity for the increased attack speed, always useful for remounting and other things. And we are going to take Last Stand, because the lower his HP is, the more damage he'll deal. Optionally, you could also choose to go for Cut Down instead, but personally I feel Last Stand is better for the remounting. For the next tree, I would recommend going for Domination, going Sudden Impact so that you gain lethality when you use your E, and then I would recommend between Ghost Poro to gain more adaptive force by just simply warding, more vision control, Eyeball Collection if you want to just hyper roam, or you can also just go Relentless Hunter if you just want movement speed stacks from killing people. We're just going to settle with Relentless Hunter as the most safest option. Yeah, the safest option. And for our adaptives, we're going to take attack speed, move speed, and then either tenacity and slow resist or scaling HP. This is up to your choice. I will just take scaling HP. And that's pretty much it for Kled support's rune page. For summoner spells, take Exhaust and Barrier for the best mini Kled remounting experience. Use Exhaust to slow people down for chasing or to buy time for remount. Use Barrier to stall for time to remount or to delay dismounting threshold. If remount gaming is not to your liking, you can take Exhaust Ignite instead for kill pressure. Starter items are World Atlas and 2 health pots. Turn your support item into Bloodsong when you can. Buy Serrated Dirk into Umbral Glaive as first item. It's still busted with its cheap price, vision control, and lethality. And honestly, it might be the only item you need for a good while. I've snowballed and ended many games because of Umbral alone. Get shoes next, either armor, mercs, swifties, or berserkers depending on the situation. Next is Heartsteel as the second item. I know it's expensive, but the massive HP inflation all goes towards Scarl, greatly increasing the time you have before dismount. Plus, the Heartsteel damage and effects count both Scarl and Kled's HP, giving a sizable amount of damage when using Heartsteel. Not to mention having 900 extra HP is a hella scary thing to see on a diver. The components to Heartsteel are all HP and regen as well, which are all useful for the above reasons and for resisting poke. And like I said, if the game hasn't ended with just Umbral Glaive and shoes, then you're definitely going to need some HP scaling. On the topic of scaling, if the game is still ongoing after completing Heartsteel, your third item should be Titanic Hydra. It matches well with Heartsteel and gives Kled the AD that he likes. Not to mention that the stupid amount of damage you can do when using Titanic active with Heartsteel proc. The last item is situational, but here are some recommendations. Experiment and find what you like. Umbral Glaive and Heartsteel are really the only 2 vital items to Kled support, with the rest being optional. For potions at late game, I recommend the Iron Wall potion for additional chunkiness and speed. At level 2, you can engage with the EQ combo. E in and use Q to guarantee the hit. Aim for a good short trade and back off. At level 3, you can look to all in. Engage with EQ again and then just auto attack them to death. Repeat this process until you kill them. Snowballing the lane is your main goal. Ideally back to base when you can buy Serrated Dirk, or for a free remount if bot laners are dead. If you've done everything correctly, Kled and his ADC are now snowballing. Kled with just Umbral Glaive and completed shoes can kill most of the enemy team in duels or team fights. This means that Kled has 2 options at this stage. Either continuously look for a tower dive and use ult to gank his own lane like a terrorist, or roam to gank for jungle and mid with his ult like a terrorist. Join dragon fights when you can and kill anything stupid enough to walk alone. Do everything correctly and you should be able to snowball the other lanes too. At late game, you'll be much tankier and your main job will be to dive the backline to pressure the ADC or assassin. You can use your ult to deny assassins with a stun, although it's not that reliable. Look out for execute champions like Pyke and Garen. You will be permanently targeted. Buddy up with others and jump people. Always look to try and stack Heartsteel. Sometimes it's worth just doing a short trade and running away just to farm Heartsteel stacks. If the enemy team is deathballing and they have a very strong front line, act as a suicide bomber, distracting the enemy front line and beating the living daylights out of any ADC or damage dealer they have. Waste as much of their time as possible and hope that your team can clean up after you. As long as your team wins the fight, it'll all be worth it even if you die. Here are the pros and cons, champion synergies, and champion counters. Kled remains a terrifying support, capable of pressuring the enemies into fight or flight situations. With incredible stat inflation and win-shitter levels of aggression, Kled is a menace to the Rift. And most importantly, the cantankerous Cavalier is just a ton of fun. What do you think? How has your experience of Kled support been so far? Is there anything I've missed in this video? Do you have your own suggestions for this series? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you've made it this far, consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate the support. I'll catch you guys later. Rock Tofu, signing off.